Hey everybody, it's Mr. Dakin, your AP US History teacher. I just got done with part of my ride. I'm actually able to get back out on my bike and I love it. I'm just thinking back to the year and I wanted to share this video that my AP students made this year. It's their final project. Each group was to select the president, a vice president, and cabinet members to represent 2 foreign policy and 2 domestic goals for this year's upcoming presidential election. Sit back, enjoy the show. They had fun, and I'm really proud of them. Go Pirates.
Hello, my name is Serenity, and I'm running for President 2024. If elected, I can not only make sure that inflation doesn't rise, but that it can also be regulated with my plan called the Brewster Plan.
Overseas, right here in America, we have growing numbers of homeless people. Over 500,000 people are homeless, and this number continues to rise. In this case, we propose our BBL plan.
It's the mission, leading with precision and for a brighter vision. Vote Serenity Brewster 2025. And remember,
we are one.
Hi, my name is Brooke Crouch, your presidential nominee for the election of 2024.
My name is Alhaj Berry, and I am the Vice President candidate of the Brooks administration. 5 to 10 years, many parts of our world will become uninhabitable, and many of our natural resources, such as trees, will be gone. One of my policies as Vice President is to implement renewable energy such as solar, by taxing the use of fossil fuels while also less relying on oil from the Middle East, a hard lesson learned by the Carter administration.
Hello, I'm James, the Secretary of Defense nominee.
Hi, I'm Wa'a, your nominee for Secretary of Treasury. Under the Brick administration, it is our goal to provide funds and financial stability for the common American. To do this, we will cut Social Security and NASA spending and reinvest those funds into public education and healthcare. We will fully support the proposed ultra-millionaire tax to place a tax on those households and trusts that have an income of over $50 million.
Hi, I'm Olivia, your Attorney General. I will enforce a new gun law, making it to where you have to be 23 years or older to be able to buy a gun. You must also take courses that must be renewed every 3 to 5 years.
Hello, this is Asa Custis running for president.
Hello, my name is Talia Langston. I'm running to be the Peace and Freedom Party nominee for the presidential election.
Hello, my name is Vita Akpesi, and I'll be running for your vice president. As your vice president, I'll oversee the transition of funds from the conflict in Israel and Palestine to other big programs. For example, with the $2 billion sent in by Biden, we'll be redirecting those funds into making sure the immigrant process becomes more efficient. We'll upgrade facilities, provide immigrants with public defenders that speak their languages, and more.
My name is Morgan Belgrave, and I'm running to be Secretary of Education. Debt is one of the most pressing problems in our country, with the nation accumulating over $34 trillion in debt. But specifically, student debt has reached $1.7 trillion in America. I plan to reduce the weight of student debt and redirect tax money into making colleges and institutions tuition-free, therefore supporting the future education of our country.
Hello, I'm Jason, and as your president, I plan to address healthcare issues and limit the defense.
You have a choice to make. You can vote for other candidates, or you can vote for me, Joshua Sims, your Secretary of Health and Human Services. Other candidates are planning to eliminate Social Security, but under my plan to restore a Vote Health Care Act, we will continue to fund the Obamacare policy by making sure every citizen of the United States have free access to health care.
I'm Zach. I'm going to be your Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. Over the years, housing has become way too expensive and difficult to maintain. As your Secretary of Housing, I plan on providing more assistance to first-time buyers and low-income families. Unlike JFK, I also plan on addressing racial disparities quicker by creating programs to improve access to home ownership within Black and Hispanic households.
Hello, my name is Saad Banjaria, and I'm running for President of the United States. If I'm elected, my administration will implement new immigration laws to help immigrants coming to America achieve success and new jobs, and I will also implement gun restriction. As for how I'll achieve these goals, the first thing I'll do is I'll implement the Immigration Protection Acts. This country was built up by immigrants, and I want them to still be able to achieve their success and dreams in America. As for gun restrictions, the first thing I'll do is I'll make sure that intensive background training and protection goes into buying such a weapon.
As Vice President, I will advocate to decrease the amount of spending in foreign nations. Excessive spending towards foreign conflicts has indirectly affected social issues in our country, such as poverty. We will instead fund social programs to aid foreign and domestic policies to solve this issue. Our administration will reduce foreign funding by introducing the Prosperation Deals, which is an extension of previous programs such as FDR's New Deals, and the funding will divert to social programs internationally and domestically.
My administration also wants to focus on improving the cybersecurity of the United States and allied nations.
Cyberterrorism is one of the biggest global issues. As Secretary of State, I will integrate funding programs to allied nations to solve and lessen down on cyber attacks. I will push for a better cybersecurity to protect innocent civilian databases from being stolen.
As Department of Health and Human Services, it is important that our citizens can afford healthcare. That is why we will push for a government-funded healthcare system by creating an organization with a National Healthcare Investment Fund and use citizen-collected taxes on health.
If I'm elected, I'll become the first Muslim Indian president of the United States. A vote for me is a vote for a better America and a better future generation.
As I look at our society structure, I find our nation is lacking in areas that so desperately need our attention. With your help and support, my cabinet members and I can take on the agenda addressing our U.S. soldier engagements, the national debt, rebuilding our educational system, and spreading a sense of humanity beyond our borders.
My name is Jordan Willis, and I'm your future president. And I'm Akila Reed, her VP.
Operation Cool Down will move the embassy back to Tel Aviv, recognize Palestinian sovereignty, as well as refrain from arming Israel.
Effort will be called PBH, Paying Back Humanity.
In coherence with the PBH effort, we also plan to make the effort to call for soldiers caught in active duty to gradually be brought back home. They will then be reassessed and further trained for civilian occupations.
As your future Secretary of Education, it's my mission
To improve the core curriculum to undo the scholastic decline of COVID-19 on students, we plan on reverting back to a reading, writing, and arithmetic learning system while reducing the reliance on computers to get our students back on track to the growth we had pre-COVID.
As did the Great Society, our Poverty Assistance Corporation will allow volunteers to go into partnering countries to help feed, assist, educate, and create a sense of community amongst the people.
Again, my name is Jordan Willis. Vote me and I'll create a nation where we build opportunities together.